Wayne, you talk a lot about planning, estate planning, wills, and there's so much that goes into this. When people are looking at creating a will, what things do people need to consider?
You know, a will is the last thing your children are going to read that you wrote. It's the last thing they're going to read. And what's amazing about a will, I don't know how many you've read, but most of them are pretty cold. In fact, most of them are in such legalese, I don't even know what they say.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to go hire an attorney to interpret what it might be, and who knows where it takes you. But you really need to be thoughtful about what you do in your estate planning because it is so critical. I mean, it's about those you love or those you care about, whether it's charity, whether it's God, whether it's children. It's whatever you care about, whatever's been important in your life. And the things that people forget when they do their wills is their children aren't all equal. And fair and equal and equitable are not the same words. And oftentimes equal is not equal or fair because children are different. Children have different needs. And I've got a client right now that, you know, they're so frustrated with their kids because their kids aren't getting along. You know, when my dad farmed, he could not get along with his brothers. And so all three brothers had good relationship, but they could not farm together. But when he had three sons, he forced his three sons to farm together. Well, that's why I'm here. It's just, that didn't work so well. And so the reality is we have expectations. We think our children are perfect. You think your kids are perfect. I think my kids are great. And you have such high expectations and they are going to get along together and they will never hate each other and they will sing Kumbaya into the sunset. Yeah. Many times that's not true. Enough, I would say a third of my clients don't talk to their siblings because their parents' estate plan. Well, what asset does someone have that's worth destroying their family? I don't know. None. There's nothing I have that's worth destroying my family. Nothing. So why would I take the risk of doing that? So part of what people forget when they do the wills is it's about the people. And what's this going to do? And how much is good for my children? How much can I leave them? Because a lot of my clients have a fair amount of wealth. How much can you leave your children before it's not good? And I know if you're inheriting the money, you say lots. but it's amazing what we do subconsciously when we have too much.
Yeah.
Too much can destroy children. So we need to be careful of that. We need to think about what's happening with our kids and what's important in our family.
Yeah, you know, Wayne, sometimes you do family meetings with some of your clients. How important is it early on, while capacity is still there, to have these discussions with the entire family?
I think it's critical because as my clientele gets older, I'm dealing more and more with people that are losing capacity. And most of them lose some capacity. A fair amount of them lose a lot of capacity before they die. And the problem I have is when I call up the daughter, because I always have with all my clients, I have, who do I contact if I need to? So I call, let's say the daughter. I call up the daughter and say, okay, mom needs help. Says, well, I don't want to make mom mad. I'm not willing to make, what do you mean you don't want to make, mom needs, I don't want to make mom mad. And so my problem is they haven't thought about what it really means to be the executor or the power of attorney or someone in charge enough that when the time comes, they flinch and they don't do what the family needs. They don't take charge. They don't do what mom needs. And sometimes it means we gotta make mom mad. Sometimes we gotta make mom
I'll
cry.
let you make my mom mad,
I'm thinking my mom could take her to task.
Yeah, probably.
That's where I got all my spunk. So So the reason to have those meetings while we're all healthy and alive is I want the parents to look into the kids' eyes and say, I want you to make me mad. I want you to challenge me. And give them permission to do that, because someday they won't know. When we lose capacity, most of the time we don't know what's happening. And so it is important. It is important when you do your planning that you think about your children. Think about, it's not only the assets, it's the people. So remember the people when you do your estate planning, your wills, your trusts.